Hi, this is Yvonne Galusha, and I'm just showing you how the output page for BS Chapter 7 assignment needs to be structured. At this point, you should have reviewed the server-side scripting delimiters. And in this particular page, I told you you've already been using them. They actually get set up by default every time you create a page. See right here is the scripting side delimiter page directive, and it tells the web server information it needs to use on this page. For example, we have this code behind, and we've been doing that where you need to always designate a code behind if your event handlers are not embedded in the view page, as well as it has inherits. We haven't talked very much about inheritance yet. We will be getting into that. So for now, I won't go further on that. I just want to point out to you that these page directives have been involved. But what I'm asking you to do is to use them for code rendering. So what that means is you're integrating or intermixing HTML with server-side scripting. So on this page, remember, it's just simply pulling data from a collection list and outputting it in a table. So a lot of this is already in place from BS Chapter 6 assignment. The HTML, setting up the headers, you need to now add because you're no longer just doing it in an event handler and adding it to a grid view. You want to remove the grid view and instead set up the HTML like I'm showing you here. So first, I'm creating a table, and I'm using a Bootstrap class for formatting. You can choose something else, but that's how I'm getting the layout and look instead of using grid view auto format. Then I'm building the headers for the table, and I'm just showing you one column so you get an idea how you need to do it. So I'm showing you the date field. After the header, you're going to normally list the elements by column. So you have a row, and then the elements that you need to put in the row, the data. But here's where we do our first code rendering. See right there, everything in between these tags, less than, percent, greater than, that is actually going to be executed on the server. So it's as if it's code you had in the event handler. So you can see I'm doing a for each loop in order to navigate through. My case, it was a donation list. And so I'm setting up a local variable var donation in, and see, I'm fully naming where to find this next method. It's a full path name. So this is my project. It's in the models folder. It's in the donation list class. And then the method is get donations. And .dlist is basically saying it's getting the header. That's what this little thing does, get donations.dlist. Now it's going through every object in the collection list. And see, normally you'd have in your C# code an opening brace. And so that's when you end the script. And next you have the HTML row. And then this is the first column in the row. And now we start again our scripting. So we have a code rendering tag, and that's all of this. It's the less than percent colon. All of that is a code rendering type tag. You can refer back to the PDF file I gave you if you don't remember about that. And this then is where that code rendering ends, but then you have to put the closing column for the HTML row. So this, you see, is C# code. You're taking that object reference pointer donation, and you're getting the field dot, I called my field DD date, donation date. So I'm really showing you how to do this. This ends the for each loop. You see you're inserting C# code again. And what you need to do is very simple. I really am helping you on this since this is the first time you've seen something like this. You need to repeat this for every data item that's being displayed. And then, of course, you need to repeat this for every header for each data item. I hope you found this to be helpful.